Hey everybody, my name is Lisa. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing another Once Upon a Book Club review. I've done many reviews for them over the years. I work hand in hand with them. There's only a few companies I work with now, and this is one of my oldest companies that I really enjoy working with. Once Upon a Book Club is a subscription box that you can get monthly. You can get a 3-month, 6-month, 12-month subscription. They have adult book boxes, young adult and tween book boxes. And besides the book boxes, they do sell a lot of book swag, things for the kitchen, for the home, for beauty, anything really, even phone cases. But I have just been showcasing the subscriptions. So this one is from November of 2024 and is actually still available on their website for sale. I will give you a really good code. It's a 10% off discount and it also includes free shipping. It's House of Jane. I'll leave that in the description box below. And I always offer the code because I think you can use it multiple times. So it's a real good one. Let's dive into this book box. Before I actually open it, I do want to tell you the adult book boxes are available for purchase. I did notice the young adult book box, there's a wait list. So if you put your name on the wait list, I'm not sure how long it'll take, but they will let you know. All right, so this is what it looks like, just like this. So the whole concept about Once Upon a Book Box is you get a book and corresponding gifts on certain pages. Today's book is called The Memory Dress by Jade Beer. Actually, this whole book box was called The Fabric of Her Life. Fantastic book, great beach read. I am just going to actually give you a synopsis. Sometimes I do it off the top of my head, and I think, in all fairness, the synopsis off the book is much better than I can explain it. So there's 2 time periods in this book. You have England in 2018 and England in 1988. So in present day England, there's a young woman named Jane, and she keeps to herself. She has, she's a low-key person. She meets one of her elderly neighbors named Meredith. And through this relationship with Meredith, she realizes that Meredith lives in a dust-covered home. Everything is chaotic and neglected. And she slowly starts to see that Meredith is actually quite lost herself. She can't remember anything. She can't remember what she ate, when she last went out and saw her daughter. And she even forgets Jane's name from time to time, despite all the frequent visits. But most alarmingly, Meredith, this older woman, cannot remember where her husband is. Unable to sit by and watch Meredith hurting, Jane promises she'll find William, that's her husband. But how can you when the biggest clue Jane has is a mystery itself, a stunning couture gown with a note declaring it a personal gift to Meredith from Princess Diana. So then we go back to England, because it goes back and forth between the time periods. 1988, it says, Meredith is always calm. You have to be when working for one of the most iconic women in the world, Princess Diana. Just as the stitches she uses to create Princess Diana's wardrobe are steady and stable, so is Meredith, until she finds herself feeling thrown off kilter by an unexpected connection with someone in the workshop. As Meredith is swept up in life and love for the first time, everything she's ever dreamed about seems within reach. If only she could be brave enough to take it. That is a synopsis of The Memory Dress by Jade Beer. Jade Beer also is the author of The Last Dress from Paris. I haven't read that book, but this is a stunning cover, and the book this month is soft covered. We always get what I call the paperwork. Let me go through it really quickly. You get, what I love the most is a signed book plate by the author. which I will put in the book really quickly. And it says, "A memory dress with love, Jade." And these make, especially if you really enjoyed the book, it makes the book even so much more enjoyable to have as a good memory. And I love getting the author's signature on a book plate. This one is kind of simple, but that's okay. Let me put it right here. And it just looks really nice inside the book. Then we have a really cute sticker, a collectible sticker. And then we have, just beautiful, this is a quote from the book. "If there's something you want, I'd reach out and grab it if I were you before it is too late." And then we also have a letter to the reader from the author. And she wrote in this letter, I'm not going to read the whole thing, how she visited all the places in England that she wrote about in the book, such as from Kensington Palace to Althorp, which is Princess Diana's childhood home, Spencer House, and the Royal Albert Hall in London. So she really enjoyed going around visiting all those places. And I always drop things. We have a really nice bookmark. And then this usually has questions to the reader, discussion questions. There's also conversation with Jade Beer, because they talk about the memory room, which is a big part of this story. And then on the back, it says create your own memory room, and she'll tell you how to do it, like scrapbooking, memory journaling, or you can have a memory box. So let's get into the goods. So we had 5 gifts. I'm trying to remember. 1, 2, excuse me. Let me show you all the gifts. We had 4 nicely wrapped gifts, and I am going to go through them one by one because that's the way I do it. So this is where the spoilers come in. If you don't want to know the gifts, then I guess stop the video or walk out of the room. So the first gift is on page 60, and you're always going to get a hint like this. It's going to say, open your gift here. So I'll just read a little bit of this chapter. As I step inside, I immediately see a network of strings crisscrossing a wall to my left. And attached to it with tiny pegs are a collection of images, many of them dress sketches with what looks like locations scribbled in pencil on the bottom of each one. This is not the loo. Meredith is standing beside me laughing like she's enjoying something else, someone else getting something wrong. No, it's not. Sorry, but it looks fascinating. Do you mind if I take a peek? Perhaps we can look together, I venture. So that is the first clue on page 60. And we got a nice little box. Everything's always labeled too with the page number. And inside we have, this is really cute. And I have nothing like this. This is very like boho chic-y like. It's a wall hanging, like one of those beaded wooden beads with the little clothespins and the mini clothespins. So this is really cute. You know, and I do hang things up. As you can see here, I'm in my little studio area, but this is what we got. It is a string of wooden beads, which if you'd like, you can paint with clothespins to stick, I would stick, me personally, photos. And actually, I'll share a photo with you guys because it's my son's birthday, and I put some photos in his birthday card. It's a very messy desk here. There we go. There's my son. So this is my son. That's me, my son, when he got married. So maybe I'll hang that up on this new boho thing. And this is the family. The family. That was right before he got married in 2024. So that's what I love. Something like this. I don't own anything like this. You can hang little photos, big photos, do whatever you want. So that is the first gift. Very, very nice. Oh, and we got writing. I think these are cards and envelopes. Let me see. I don't even remember. No, these are Meredith's memories. They're sketches of fashion, different couture. Now, me personally, what I would use this for is I'd make a junk journal. This would make a really nice journal cover. Oh, Princess Diana with no face. They're all like Princess Diana, really. These are her. Oh, remember that? Remember that? She wore that and she danced with John Travolta. I don't remember what it was from. It's sad. You know, just reading this book, it just got me thinking about her. She was really a different woman. You know, she wore her hurt on her sleeve. You can tell when she was hurt, when she was, you know, always in the spotlight. And I think she was a pretty private person. So that's what we got. We got these really beautiful cards, which you can use for framing. You can use it as letter writing or covers for junk journals or whatever you want. Whatever. Okay, next gift. Next gift. I think I dropped something in the process of showing you guys. Nope. I didn't. It's been a little while since I've done this. Okay, this gift is on page 144. And I always appreciate getting a book box. It's a book box. The book boxes like that I get and that I show you on my channel are offered to any, I'm going to use air quotes, influencer type person that does videos, whether they show them on YouTube, I guess TikTok. I don't know. I don't do TikTok. I don't do videos on Instagram. I just do YouTube videos. So it's offered to us, and so it's hit or miss. I can get chosen or not get chosen. So that's how I got this one. Okay, the next gift is on page 144. It looks just like this. I'm going to read the little short note. It says, my note is short and simple. Am I doing the right thing? I scroll before I wedge the paper behind door number 8. Then my thoughts wander to Jake. A veil of regret still hanging over my decision not to have dinner with him last night. Will he ever bother to ask me again? And if he does, and I actually pluck up the courage to say yes, won't it just end in tears? We shall see. Okay, that is on page 144. Little instructions. I have a look at the instructions for this. It says, am I doing the right thing? And what we got here is a little fairy door kit. And it gives you all little pieces to assemble a fairy door. Okay. I don't know what I would do with this, but you know, you can assemble it, and here are the little pieces, and put it with plants and stuff like that. Maybe put some little plants around it. I know I don't do this on my channel, but I am a big propagator of plants, from cuttings, my inside of my house, my outside of the house. I live in the tropics, and I have plants everywhere. So here's the door frame, and I'll just show you the little pieces of the kit inside. So I don't know, I think it'd be fun to create. I always like to make things. I'm making a big diamond painting right there. I have a video on that too. And yeah, it'd be fun to create something. I always like to do stuff like that. So that is gift number 2. And then the next gift is on page 264. So we go to page 264, and let me read you a little hint. Okay. We are there. We do it together. We always do it together. Before I can prompt her any further, she shouts, "My essentials bag!" She shoots off the sofa and across the room towards her bedroom. When she returns, she is holding the black bag in her hand. She sits back beside me and slowly unzips it to reveal its closely guarded contents to me for the first time. Steel pins, a tightly rolled cloth tape measure, a pair of very small sharp scissors, a thin paper pocket of needles in varying sizes, and identical spools of different cotton thread. So I kind of had a feeling what this is before I even opened it, but this is what the gift looks like. Page 266. This would make a great journal card. Even if you don't do journaling, you can cut these out as gift tags, pop a hole in there and a string, and you have gift tag. Yes, I do reuse a lot of the box stuff. I really do. It's crazy, but they're so nice. Look at those. Look at that. I'm like the kid that plays with the box instead of the toy. Okay, so we got a essentials kit. So this is really awesome for traveling. And we got zippered pouches. And we got 3 zippered pouches. So the first one is empty. It says essentials. It's just a black canvas pouch, zippered, just like that. And then the second one is also zippered. It says self-care. And then the last one says, this is very British, bits and bobs. And we have a little sewing kit in it, just like that. So it's really cute. I have little travel sewing kits. I think I will definitely save this and gift it to somebody. I give a lot of gifts away, and goodness, I cannot keep everything. And I don't even open up a lot of boxes anymore. I give a lot of things to my mother, my son's girlfriend, my son, my sister once in a while. So that's that. And of course, some friends. So that is the third gift. And we have one more gift. This is really handy though. But this is something like I said, I am going to gift. It's nice though. This is my favorite gift in the whole box because I use stuff like this all the time. It's on page 371. I did unwrap it, but I kept just like I rewrapped it a little bit. So I like you to see what I see. 371. Right there. Open the gift here. So this is the end of the book. So I'm going to be very careful what I read to you. Time to go. I grab the packet of egg sandwiches I've made, add them to my tote bag with the red flask of tea, and head downstairs to Meredith's apartment. Okay, that doesn't give away anything. Because you have to read the book yourself. Perfect beach read. I put certain books in categories. This is definitely a beach read. And we got a positive vibes only thermal flask, like drinkware. And this is perfect for any stickers that you might have. And I found one earlier. If I can find it in my mess here. Wait till you see this sticker. This is so me. I found this today. I need coffee. I'm a coffee girl and a tea girl. So this is going to go right on here with the other ones. And I can see me filling up this thermos with my own personal stickers. Of course, you're going to hand wash this only. And what's really nice about this one, it's got a little tea strainer there. So you can put some loose leaf tea or a little tea bag in there. And you have tea infused water. It's just the silica pack in there. So this is a pretty good size. I'm not sure how many ounces this is. Definitely, you know, not when you're hiking. You're going to need a lot more water. But this is a very nice vacuum flask if you're just out and about. And it's, you know, the diameter is not that big. So I'm sure it'll fit in all your cup holders in your vehicles and stuff like that. Purse pockets, whatever. So those are the gifts. Let me just do a quick recap. We got the flask, which is my favorite. And so so messy, so messy. We got all the little essentials. We got the pretty fashion cards with the beads and the clothespins. And we got the little kit to make the fairy door. I would definitely rate these gifts a B or to a B plus. You have to be inventive to think of all these gifts for all these book boxes. And there's just so many journals one can get, right? Because I love the journals when they give those in there. So this, I would definitely give a B plus for the gifts. And the book, I would give an A. So The Memory Dress by Jade Beer. House of Jane, 10% off your subscription. Adult subscriptions are open, or you can just go month to month to month. Young adult, there's a wait list, and then there's the tween subscription, because I love I wish I had this when I was younger, if I was a tween or a young adult, because this would make a great gift as well. And they do free shipping, so you gotta like that, free ship. So thanks for joining me today, and let me know if you have any questions about the book box and or whatever. I will see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.